This is the State of Mind podcast presented by Strange Brew Coffeehouse, your alumni-owned local coffee house with unique drinks and Mississippi roasted specialty coffees.
With drink sauce.
Oh, you gotta go to a men's game and like hang out by the barbecue and be like, everybody like check it out.
Or just stand there and see if anybody knows the difference. The sauce tastes different. Do you like the sauce? I just ask random people like, how does the sauce taste? How's the barbecue sauce?
I play for Durham Bulls this year, AAA team for the Tampa Bay Rays, and we're in Durham. And we would always, like, once a week, we wear these crazy uniforms, like Superhero Day, you name it. And for this occasion, it was Superhero Day, and our jerseys were like superhero comic book Durham Bulls.
Yeah.
Our photographer was like, "What do you think about the uniforms?" And I was like, it gets old wearing these crazy uniforms once a week. It's just another uniform. I just wish we'd just wear our traditional stuff every game. She was like, "That's really cool. I designed them, actually." So whenever you said that, I was like, "Man, I've been on the other end of that. That ain't fun."
I've seen like pranks where they like athletes are dress up like in disguise, and they'll be like, "What do you think about like Jerkaila Jordan? I don't think she played well." Like yeah, she played terrible. Like, oh, she did. Dang. So.
Are you hard on yourself though when it comes to that stuff? Like after like a game, like if in baseball it's easy because it's like I had 5 at bats, I struck out 4 times. It's like I wasn't good tonight. Basketball it's different because you cannot have a big point scored night.
Yeah, I feel like it's different. So it's other things you can focus on. Like if I don't have a great shooting night, I can rebound. I feel like it's different. It's categories you can nitpick with.
Me diving into basketball a lot more lately. In the last couple of years, I really like the plus minus stat.
Yeah,
really like that because that way it's like it breaks down like every stat and it's so simple. Like positive in this category, that category, and so it's like positive night.
Basically you can show if you're doing well on the court, if you're helping your team, or if you're not. Like it'll show. So.
You see
don't want to be in the negative.
Be like a good shooter on the team. Well, I didn't score many points. She missed a couple shots, but she had this many assists.
Yeah. So.
And we won the game. So I don't know, it's cool. I'm breaking down more stats in basketball and seeing different ways players can help teams win. It's cool.
There's multiple ways you can help. So it's not. If you're not playing good that night, you're not completely shut out. You can do other things.
Yeah, and you were talking about the 3 head coaches in 4
years.
4 years. So that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had 4 and 4
3 different
years.
coaching styles, 3 different seasons, for sure.
Could not agree more. And I'll say this.
I say the first season.
Looking back, I tell everybody, like, the 4 years, 4 head coaches stuff for me was the freaking best.
Really?
I looking back, like, now that I'm, luckily enough to play pro ball, I'm looking back and I'm like, all 4 coaches taught me something different. Like, I learned one style from this guy, one style from that. And so when you're saying different styles, it's kind of like you have the chance to like learn different verbiage, learn different styles, learn different defenses, offenses. Like I don't know. There's pros to it.
It's a pro. I want to say my second coach, his offense was really good that we actually used it with the next coach because he watched the film and he's seen how the team looked last year, what kind of offense we were running. So he actually took a style from the previous coach before, and we use it in our game, and he just mixes it up. So I think it's good.
You don't really think about that kind of stuff much, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like in baseball, you're gonna walk up by yourself to the plate. It's a team sport, but it's a very individualized sport because whenever my at-bat's done, someone else is walking up, and it's their turn. It's just you take turns hitting, and on defense, yes, it's a team sport for sure. And but and then pitching-wise, it's like there's one guy on the mound, we're all behind him playing defense, and it's like, well, if he doesn't have a good night, you know what I mean? It's real individual with a team concept.
Yeah.
Learned that from one of my 4 head coaches. It's cool breaking down all these different sports. There's so many similarities, so many differences, and you can kind of pick and choose. Like, oh, you use this in that sport, and it's cool to break that down. But I'm excited about this, like more than you know, because I'm a foodie for sure.
I'm excited. I'm just excited to get it
It goes
out.
great on chicken, pork, beef, seafood, and veggies. This is going to help me eat my veggies that I don't like eating. And recipe number 2, your number 2.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good. Whoever put that,
That was a nice
a
touch.
good. That
I
was
like
a good
that.
touch.
And jerk sauce by Jerkaila Jordan.
Yeah, Jamaican jerk sauce. I think it's
Jamaican
barbecue
jerk sauce.
It's really good. You guys should try it when it comes out.
All right, and it's coming out the first week of December. First
yes.
week of December. Reggie Kelly is leading the charge with this. Former
Sure.
football player here.
Sure.
That's freaking awesome. Alumni base, so like the alumni helped you get this going.
That's full Mississippi State right there.
Full Mississippi State barbecue sauce, jerk sauce. Fired up to try it. Right here, everybody. Jerkaila Jordan.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there, just off-season it up right now, getting some training in, getting some work done, trying to get ready for next season. Whenever we start in January, February, I'll head back down to Florida in January, and we'll get rolling again for baseball season. But right now it is basketball season.
Yeah. Feels good. We're going to live in the moment, get ready for our next game.
That's all you can do. Live in the moment and take one day at a time. But and talk to us about this team, this season's team. What you got on them?
Oh, man, this team is fast, versatile, full of dogs. We got size, we got skill, we got shooters, we got it all. But I feel like the most important thing with this team is the chemistry we have. I feel like we're very close bonded. Off the court, on the court, we hang out with each other. There's no groups, there's no separation. I feel like I can call any player, any coach, and I could just go to their house, hang out with them anytime. So I feel like that's the thing I love the most. That's really underrated.
Yeah, heck yeah, that is awesome to hear.
Yeah.
And that play style is going to come out, I'm sure, just having that close-knit group. Is that something that y'all addressed this offseason? Is that something y'all really, or did it kind of just come natural with this team?
I want to say it came natural because the team is brand new players, brand new coaching staff, 3 returners. So I feel like the fresh start was needed. And when we first came here, we didn't know each other, so our instinct was to click and figure out how does this person act? How can I communicate with this person? How does this person respond? So I think it started with us figuring each other out, and it just turned into a bond, which is good, like I said, because it could, I feel like that will help us out when it comes to close games. We know each other well. We know what this person's tendencies are. So I think that's how it started.
Yeah, you talk about the new coaching staff, Victoria Vivians.
Yeah, man.
That's freaking awesome.
Wow.
She was the best.
She was the queen here, the homecoming queen.
She was the queen.
She was the queen. So when it's time for us to, when we try to scout another team and we need people to she's still that shooter. She's still that shooter that was in the jersey.
Really want to see her hoop again.
You don't want to see her against us because it's not good. She as soon as she shoots it, she says, "I'm sorry." Before she shoots it, says,
that's what I want to see. I want to see her ball out.
I remember vividly. I was guarding her, and before she shot it, she said, "Jerk, I'm sorry." She shot it and went on net, and she just.
Victoria Vivians is still hooping as a coach on her. That is freaking awesome.
It's
she
awesome.
She was it. Mississippi girl, homecoming queen, balled out for us, and that's really, really cool.
It's all coming full circle for her, so it's good. Not only that, but she has advice that we can take from her. She played at pro level. She's been here. She's been Final Four champion, so it's no one other than her that we can learn from.
Yeah, and leading the charge, Coach Sam, he brings some energy.
Does he?
I love the way he coaches, love the way he's recruiting. It's really cool seeing what he's building over the last couple years. And talking about recruiting, we got a top 10 recruiting class right now for women's basketball.
For sure.
Where's that coming from? I know the coaching staff, Coach Sam, doing a great job. But what do you see from that? Why is that taking place? Why are we getting top players in the country to come and play here?
I honestly want to say it's because he's a genuine guy, and I think those players see it. When they come here on visits, we treat them like family. He's straightforward. He doesn't fake his actions. The Sam you see on the visit is the Sam you see every single day. So I feel like he's very authentic. He's genuine, and it shows a lot. And he loves his players. Even the kids that come on visits, you would think they're already committed. He treats them like they're a bulldog. he'll go like, if we're in practice, he'll be like, all right, Bulldog on 1. And he'll look at the command like, Bulldog on 1, right? So I feel like he makes them feel like home, and it's like no other place you would rather go.
One of the recurring themes about this university is the words family. Like I don't, no matter what sport, no matter what you're talking about, one of the best things about this place is family.
For sure.
And hearing you say that is really cool. Like
sure.
that's still continuing. You're talking about full circle stuff with Vic, with y'all's coaching staff, with y'all's recruits. Like it's really fun to sit back and watch. What the women's basketball program has been for this university is so great, and that y'all are continuing that. We love it. We love it. And what the hump looks like when it's packed out. I want you to talk about the LSU game last year.
You mean the LSU game feels like yesterday. I'll tell you right now from the beginning.
Packed out crowd.
Sold out crowd. For
Big
my
game.
first sold out crowd that I've played in my whole entire, 5 years? This has been a minute. But Coach Sam's brought the first sold out crowd that I've ever played against. And the hype leading into the game was phenomenal. The fans were phenomenal. I can remember it, like I said, like it was yesterday. The prep leading to it, he found this practice player. I don't know where he found him from. I mean, if Angel Reese was a guy, it was our practice player. Like, he was tall. He was in our face. He was getting us ready. Like, he was getting us prepared for the LSU game, so he didn't take it easy. So if we missed a free throw, Coach Sam was, you can't shoot free throws. Like, just getting us ready. So
LSU had so much hype around them.
Sure.
Like, that was a very national televised team, it seemed, all the time. And you talk about, like, it sounded like the mental side of it was a big prep for that game.
For sure.
It sounded so like Coach getting in you about missing a free throw, like that. Talk to us about the mental side of basketball, because we all see the physical side of it. Who can jump, who can shoot, who can run, who can dribble. The mental side of sports is very important. And like, how do you address that? What do y'all go over with the mental side of things?
He wants us to be the best player we can, but he wants to make sure we're focused and we have our head on straight before he even discusses basketball, which is something I admire the most, because as an athlete, you get stressed a lot.
Yeah, but baseball is a very unique sport because it's every single day. In pro ball, I play 150 games over. We get one off day a week. Mondays are off, and we play 6-game series in the minors. In AAA Durham this year, it was Tuesday to Sunday, 6-game series against one team. Mondays off, so it's every day. And the hardest part for it really is, like, how do you handle the ups and downs of the mental side of things whenever things don't go in your way? But you got to be out there every day and got to handle it the best of your ability and take it day by day. That's the best way to do it. It's just every single day is its own thing, and you attack that day. Strange Brew Coffeehouse is an alumni-owned specialty coffee haven, proud to support our MSU Bulldogs, both on the court and with every delicious cup they pour. Fuel your passion for MSU with special maroon and white lattes available iced, hot, or frozen, or the legendary albino squirrel, or just get what I get, coffee black. Yeah, and you're very close with your family.
For sure, 100%.
I've heard some stories about your little sister.
She's 5. She's my best friend. Yeah.
Tell us about her.
Oh, man. I remember when I was in high school still, and my mom, she was kind of joking about it because, like, my other siblings were 20, 16, 15. My mom was like, what do you guys think about having a little sister? And we're like, no, like, we're grown now. Like, we don't need no kids running around here. We don't want the kids. She was like, I'm just trying to see, like, fill it out. Like, she was just trying to see how we would feel about it. So one day she was like, oh, you're going to have a little sister. I'm like, no, I'm not watching no kid. I'm not watching a baby. I'm too old for that. I'm in high school. I'm finna go to college. And she's like, no, like, you're gonna have a little sister. Like, and me, my sister, she's 3 years younger than me. So when she was a baby, I technically was still a baby as well. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll fill it out. So she had my little sister when I was in high school, and we clicked. Like, I was in the hospital bed, like, it was my baby. Like, I was like, oh, I love her so much. Like, I'll stay home an extra year, and I'll help you take care of her. And that's when I went to Tulane for a year. And I stayed in New Orleans, and I stayed with my mom. And it was me and my mom, and I'm like, okay, once my sister is 1, I'm leaving. Like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm going somewhere else. So I stayed at Tulane for a year. I stayed there. Tulane was like 15 minutes away from my home. So after practice, after school, I just went straight home, hung with my sister, and we became best friends.
How's your mom handled it with you being 4 hours away? This is like you said, not too far, but
Right.
it's. I know you're still close with them, but do they get to come up much?
For sure. I still remember, like it was yesterday when I moved into the dorm for the summer, and we drove up here, and I low-key was ready for them to go. Like, not gonna lie, I was low-key ready for them to go because I was with them for a year at Tulane. Like the first few hours, I was, oh, I'm gonna miss you guys. As soon as she left, I'm like, all right, who in Starkville? Like, where can I go? Who can I hang out with? Like, just trying to instantly connect. And it was already teammates reaching out to me saying like, oh, do you want to hang? Like it was just like a bond, like instantly. So she left, and she really didn't like put too much pressure on me. Like it wasn't too much like, well, FaceTime them. And then as soon as she left, I grew up instantly. Like, all right, my mom's gone. I'm not 15 minutes away from home. Like I gotta figure this out on my own. Yeah. So.
Did you like the transfer portal experience?
Yes and no. I feel like the first day I was like, man, I'm hot. Like everybody blowing my phone up, I'm hot. And then it gets overwhelming because it's like, okay, I don't want to talk to coaches anymore. I think I had my mind already set on a SEC school because I just love the SEC. I feel like it was the best conference to me, the fastest, strongest conference. So I had the SEC already in mind. So I think at one point, like when I figured like it was Mississippi State, I just closed everyone off. I think I was in the portal probably for just a week before I committed to Mississippi State.
That's fast.
Yeah.
And I know this year's team, pretty new team.
Yes.
Talk to us about how Coach Sam got into the portal, what he brought in from the portal, and all the new portal transfers.
So the portal story, I feel like it was very complicated trying to recruit out the portal with just 3 players on the team. Because it was just me, Debris Chapeau, and Quanera Montague. And we had people coming on visits from the portal, and it's just 3 of us. And they're like, where's the rest of the team? And we're like, we're all right here. What do you mean? This is the team right here. So that part was hard because we had to convince them. Like, they were like, where is everybody else? And I'm like, no, just trust me. Like, the team's going to start here with you.
So y'all had 3.
We had 3 people.
3 people, and like a team meeting, it was 3 all
3
sitting
of us,
there.
and we still had practice. 3 of us, Sam, and the 3 of us, we had practice.
No, how did Coach Sam handle a 3 player practice?
He took it as if he still had a full team. Like he was still
Can
coaching us.
Can he
as a
hoop at
full
all?
team.
Can he hoop?
No, not at all. He actually tried to shoot yesterday. Not at all.
He can coach.
He can coach, but he cannot hoop. Like he cannot.
No.
But no, I remember it. It was just us 3. And we had multiple visits, like multiple. I hosted Anaya Russell. I hosted Chandler Prater. I hosted Denham DeShields. Keep in mind, it's just only 3 of us. So I'm just like, yeah, this is the team right here. This is our shooter. This is our post player. This is the guard. We need you. Like I'm selling them. I'm trying to sell it. I'm like, is the team's gonna start with you, and then when we get you, they'll look at you, and we'll get this person. We'll get this person. So I was out there like marketing them, like basically trying to convince them to come here, which was good. But it was definitely tough with just 3 people.
That's really impressive. Y'all's coaching staff could turn a team that started with 3
Yes.
and get all these transfers in to help win immediately. And y'all are off to a great start. The hype around y'all is very, very high. I actually had multiple people just around that would tell me, hey, you got to interview Jerk. Like we got to get an interview. We want to get to know her a little bit better.
Yeah.
And what do you want to tell the fan base about this year's team?
Firstly, I would just say to expect a team full of different personalities. I feel like everyone is a character. They're funny. They have some tricks up their sleeves. Like they're good people for sure. And then basketball wise, I feel like we have a gritty team, like a team that's not going to give up. Like I said, we're versatile. We have multiple weapons. We can go big. We can go small. We can go fast. We can go shooters. We can go a defensive lockup lineup. So I think we have it all. And I think this team is really good. And not only the team, but the coaching staff is amazing. Like, they're relatable. They treat us as their own. I feel like this team as a whole is just, to me, I've been here for 4 years. I feel like this is probably the best team I've been on.
That says a lot.
A lot.
Wow. And you talk about the characters on the team. Who's the funniest person on the team?
That's the thing. It's hard to pick.
Have to pick one.
I'm going to go.
I'm putting you on the spot here.
I'll go Anaya Russell.
Anaya Russell.
She's definitely funny. Anaya Russell.
Messes with a lot of people.
For sure. She's She's a character. Like, you never know what she's gonna say.
Got to get it out. Jerk sauce.
Love it.
What like? Give me some details about this. Like, how are you? How did you get to a point where you were like, this is it? This is the batch. This is the.
So he came with, like, I think it was 3 different sauces. It was the Jamaican, the Caribbean, and then it was habanero. I didn't want it too spicy because I really tried to go based off audience. Like, it was about what I liked, but it was also about what would the buyers like as well. So I didn't want to go spicy, and they sell it at the hump, and, you know, someone's grandma buys the sauce and just instantly her mouth is on fire. So I thought about that as a perspective, and then I also thought about, okay, well, the student section, if they purchase it, do you want it a little spicy? Like, a lot of things came into mind. And I think that one was the best because it's a little spicy, but it's not to the point where you can't enjoy your food.
Just a little bit of kick.
Just a little bit of kick.
Just a little bit of kick. I like that. Kind of meet in the middle, hot and mild. Kind of get everybody where they want. All right. I'm excited to try it. I'm a big barbecue guy. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
excited. I really can't wait till it comes out. I'm going to promote it. That's going to be the only sauce I eat, like, for the rest of not for the rest of my life, but I'm going to eat that sauce first.
I was talking to her before we got rolling and all that. She can.
I'm serious.
Yeah, dead serious. She can get a bunch of barbecues lined up, blindfolded, try each one, and know where it comes from.
I could tell you exactly where it came from. Like, I could tell you if that's McDonald's barbecue sauce, if it's Wendy's, if it's Burger King. Like, I'm a barbecue sauce expert.
All right. Other than barbecue, what do you do in your free time? What's your other than being a barbecue perfectionist when it comes to taste samples? What do you do in your free time?
I actually like to play video games.
Me too.
Like,
me too.
Call of Duty.
Me too.
All of that.
Me too.
I was talking to Hubbard. 6.
I'm running it.
So yeah, P5. I actually like to game, and I like to listen to music as well. But I like to do both. So as soon as I get out of practice, I go home and I get straight on the game every day.
I interviewed Josh Hubbard not long ago, and he was saying that Call of Duty is what he's running right now. Yeah. And video games for me is great because in season I don't have much time to do anything. We play every night, so to decompress after games, just hop on some video games and run it a little bit, hang out. And the biggest thing for me is hanging out with some buddies of mine that I don't get to see very much. I can just put a headset on and just hang out with them for a couple hours.
And I bring the game on the road as well.
And you talk about music. What music you get into?
I like Young Boy.
Okay.
Being from Louisiana, and then I like Drake.
Louisiana, we gotta go Wayne.
Oh.
I love Lil Wayne.
He's a legend for sure. He's just not my. The genre is getting different nowadays.
It's gotten a lot different since Wayne.
A lot different. We don't bump Wayne no more.
I like Wayne.
I mean, but if you want to go old school, you can put on some.
Some people like to get amped up for a game and then kind of come down from the game or for the game, and some people like to ease into it and kind of get amped up for the game. It's crazy to see the different personalities with that. It's the same way in a baseball locker room.
Yeah.
Now, but granted, our locker rooms, we got half of our locker rooms Hispanic, Latino, so we'll listen to anywhere from just Latino, Spanish music, rap, to country, American country, anywhere in between rock, rap, Hispanic hip hop, like you name it. Like it is the most spectrum into spectrum that you can think of, and it's crazy to see what different people like. I'm someone that likes to get amped up with music pregame, and some people like to just ease into it, nice, slow. We have one of my teammates this year was Jack Johnson. Just a really easy, nice, slow songs, but I like to go hard rock, kind of get amped up for it.
So how we do it is like first come, first serve. Whoever grabs the aux first. We'll listen to your music. Like, some people throw out suggestions, but who's ever on that aux, we'll listen to what they want to hear that day. But I feel like we have a common listening style, playlist, artist. So, like, a song I like, 9 times out of 10, everyone likes it. We all listen to it.
Love that y'all are so close. It really sounds like y'all's basketball team's close and, really lean on each other.
For sure.
Yep, and I just really looking forward to what y'all are going to have for SEC play. Everyone loves SEC play. When SEC play comes around, everyone's excited. Everyone's looking forward to those big games. Not taken away from the non-conference wins, not taken away from those big games. I know that you said y'all going on the road soon.
Yes.
Those aren't going to be easy, and you know that.
Yeah.
But it's really hard not to look ahead to SEC play. Same in baseball. Whenever February opened up for us, we'd be playing non-conference games. In the back of your head, you're like, we open up with Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like, really looking forward to that. It's tough. But how does Coach Sam keep y'all focused on what's at hand and not what's to come?
Honestly, like I said, I think he just lives in the moment. He does remind us that it's only going to get tougher.
Yeah.
Like you said, SEC, full a conference full of champions. The South Carolinas, LSU, we have Texas, Oklahoma now. So I feel like when SEC play comes, every game night is a hard, tough night. Like, there's no team in SEC that you're just going to go out there and beat by 30, you know? So he gets us ready. Even the game we had yesterday, UTC, they win the conference. They win the conference of their league, which is an NCAA game. You know, if you win, you go to NCAA. So he was telling us yesterday, like, all in the locker room, he was preaching, like, guys, this game's not easy. Like, this is an NCAA tournament game. Like, you have opportunity to play them. So he doesn't come to the locker room. He doesn't take any team lightly, because every team we play has a player that can go for 30 and sneak up behind us and beat us if we're not focused. So he treats every game like it's a tournament game, which is what I appreciate, because we don't want to go out there and, you know, downplay a team and we turn out, you know, with like an upset or something. So he treats every game very hard.
That's all you can ask for out of a coach. And what he's doing for y'all is so cool. It seems like every day it's some big recruits committing. Y'all are getting a win. It's really awesome. The fan base is really excited. Everyone's looking forward to it. Like I said, I had a lot of people tell me we got to do a jerk interview. Yeah. Got to. So, look, fan base is behind you. Everyone's excited. And
the fan base been behind me since I remember, like, man, it used to be, I think it was my first year team full of just 7 of us, and we went out there playing with just 7 people, and win, lose, or draw here in the hump. We lost. I remember this one game, specific game, we lost to Arkansas, probably maybe about 15-10, I'm not sure. And the crowd stood up and gave us a standing ovation, but we lost. So I'm just like,
I remember that game.
I thought they would be upset. You know,
I remember that game. Yeah. Y'all had 2 players on the bench.
Yes, we had 7 people. I kid you not, just 7 people. And we lost, and they stood up and they cheered for us as if we just won.
I remember
that.
And
it was crazy, and I was like, wow, like, this fan base is committed, like, no matter what. And we were confused, but
got goosebumps right there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Did we win or not? Like, we were on, I'm kid you not, 7-game losing streak, and they were like,
it's no secret this fan base is passionate about their Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And I've said it for a long time. I think it's because we don't have a professional team in the state of Mississippi. So this is kind of what our community rallies behind. I've been in my hometown, Pearl, Mississippi, for last week, and driving around, it's Mississippi State tags, Ole Miss tags, Southern Miss tags. It's just like, this is what people get behind and support. And to hear that from someone that's from Louisiana, to come here and have truly feel like it's family, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And
wait, you say you're from Pearl, Mississippi?
I'm from Pearl, Mississippi.
By the way, we went to Pearl, Mississippi, and that's where the sauce was actually, like, manufactured at. Like, we
Rankin County.
Pearl, Mississippi. We went there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
2-hour
Let's
drive,
go.
And that's where the sauce is being made out of, actually.
Jerk sauce is being made in my hometown
Jerk
of Pearl,
sauce is
Mississippi.
from Pearl, Mississippi. Like,
let's freaking go. I loved growing up in Pearl.
Yeah.
Loved growing up in Rankin County. Speaking of all that, your brother plays defensive back for Washington State.
Yes.
My best friend played football at Washington State and loved it.
This is his first year there. He was at UNLV in Las Vegas. He loves Washington. I would say his journey is 100% completely different from mine, which is why I have, like, the utmost respect for my oldest brother. Coming out of high school, he went JUCO route. He went to JUCO route, and it wasn't working out for him, so he had the confidence in himself, and he actually walked on to UNLV, earned a starting spot, got a scholarship, went to the portal, took a chance on himself, got his first Power 5 offer from Washington State, committed there.
That's awesome. There. Very similar story to to my friend that went to Washington State, Gardner Minshew, quarterback. Went to Brandon High School in Mississippi. Went to Troy University. Went back to JUCO, Northwest Community College. Mm-hmm. Went to East Carolina and ended up with Mike Leach at Washington State. Mm-hmm. Loved Washington State, and your brother's there, and your brother's story is awesome.
Yeah.
So he bet on himself, walked on to UNLV, way out west.
By himself, like drove out there by himself. Of course, I like help him anytime I can. Like I was there to support him, and I was just like, wow, like he just never gave up. Like his story, he's broken his foot, he's broken his arm. He just every day he was just worried about football, and he got there.
That's awesome. It sounds like you got a great family that supports you. You got each other's back, and you support your brother, your mom, your sister. That's awesome. Before we go, anything you want to say to the fan base before we get out of here? I know you already kind of addressed some things, but here's your chance to tell them whatever you want.
No, I just want to give a big thanks to the fan base for embracing me the first day I committed to Mississippi State, from never giving up, just treating me as my own. I mean, treating me as their own, just accepting me and loving me. Fan base is 100% the reason why I'm still here at Mississippi State. There's no other school I want to finish at, and I'm just very thankful and grateful. I feel like they opened up a bunch of doors for me. It's jerk sauce. Make sure y'all go by.
Yeah, one more time won't hurt. Jerk sauce. Everyone's going to be loving it.
I can't wait.
Manufactured in Pearl, Mississippi, everybody. Rankin County, stand up. Jerk, thank you.
No problem.
Can't wait to see what y'all do this year. God bless. Hell State. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Hell State.
Thanks for joining us for the State of Mind podcast presented by Strange Brew Coffeehouse, your go-to spot for that perfect brew.